I mean, you don't think that something like that would happen, like, on the way to school, in front of the school.
You wouldn't expect something like this to unfold right outside an elementary school during the morning drop-off. But that's exactly what happened in South Bay. A parent was stunned as ICE agents detained a woman near Caina Elementary School early Wednesday. Witnesses say her 2 children were in the car when it happened.
Part of this road was blocked Wednesday morning. Parents trying to drop off their kids at school watched as ICE agents handcuffed a woman just a block away from the playground. Video shows immigration enforcement agents in bulletproof vests getting out of unmarked cars with flashing police lights near Caina Elementary in Chula Vista.
I'm surprised that they didn't chose to do it at that time in that area.
ABC 10's Perla Shaheen reports on the incident and how the school is responding to help the children involved. That morning, part of the street near the school was blocked off. Parents arriving to drop off their kids saw ICE officers in bulletproof vests stepping out of unmarked vehicles with flashing lights just a block from the playground. According to witnesses, agents handcuffed the woman and took her into custody. Some in the community expressed surprise at the timing and location. But here's the reality. This wasn't a random act. ICE arrested an undocumented woman driving a Tesla.
I was like, wow, it's happening right here.
Ashley Sina says she saw ICE agents pull over and detain the driver of a white Tesla.
I saw them pull out a lady from her car, and she was in handcuffs, and they just brought her over to the SUV.
Sina says there was a little boy and girl in the car talking to agents.
During school drop-off, she wasn't headed to a PDA meeting. She had broken U.S. immigration laws, and ICE was simply enforcing them. If someone's first action upon entering the United States is to cross the border illegally, they shouldn't be shocked when law enforcement eventually intervenes. These aren't victims. They're adults who knowingly violated the law.
The superintendent sent out this letter to families in the district, emphasizing this incident happened outside school property. The letter reads, there are protocols in place that limit law enforcement from accessing school campuses. It says officials are only permitted to interact with students if there is an immediate threat to campus safety.
I know they've been around, people, posted on the Ring app that ICE is, at the Target or the Walmart. And so, I mean, they're just doing it.
While benefiting from public services like schools, hospitals,
All right, turning now to this morning's Newsmax crime report. We've reached the part of the immigration debate where federal judges are actually handing out restraining orders to block ICE from detaining illegal migrants.
Doesn't really make sense, and that's exactly what happened in one Northern California community, and the result was predictable. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera is here with the alarming details. What can you tell us, Jason?
Yeah, Mark, Charlotte, this might be one of the most bonkers rogue judge stories we've covered. Certainly it's in the top 10. You have a criminal legal who served prison time for attempted murder getting a restraining order somehow against ICE. San Jose tattoo artist Guillermo Medina Reyes, he's an illegal alien from Mexico, convinced a federal judge on July 1st to block agents from detaining him. Already an activist favorite among progressives, Reyes had been organizing protests, rallies, and even hunger strikes, casting himself as the face of so-called unjust immigration. A month after a federal judge first granted him a temporary restraining order against ICE, Reyes was back in the headlines. Berkeley police say on July 27th, Reyes went on a deranged rampage. He entered a cafe shirtless, stole water, and swiped cooking oil, out of all things. He then tried to carjack 2 vehicles, one with a 3-year-old inside, and even attempted to steal a big rig truck. Reyes was arrested and charged with 5 felonies, but because this is California, no bail was set, just a promise to show up for his next court appearance and to receive outpatient mental health treatment.
Recent ICE activity in the area has left immigrant families on edge, and students worry that agents could come to their homes.
Recent immigration enforcement activity in this part of San Jose has put neighborhood families on edge.
All the immigration stuff is pretty scary because a lot of students don't know what's going to happen to their families during school, and they get worried.
Overfelt High serves a large immigrant population, and teachers here are doing what they can to support the students.
And they're scared that they might come to our school, even though our school is protecting us and they're telling us that they have our backs and stuff.
Immigration enforcement has been a reality in this neighborhood for as long as I've been here.
And even though there are legal limits to what the school can do, Principal Vito Chiala says school is the best place for students to be.
At this point, our protocol is follow the rules of the law. If an agent has a warrant, we're going to have that process through our district administration, make sure it's a legitimate warrant, and we're going to follow the law. That's what we're going to do. And at the same time, we're going to do everything we can to keep all of our students and all of our families.
AB 49, co-authored by the office, would require strict conditions before ICE can enter any school property and would prevent access to areas where students are present.
Being able to ensure that immigration enforcement agents aren't allowed in spaces where students are present ensures that students are not able to be directly intimidated or even questioned.
Preps now include a crash course on handling increased immigration enforcement as some undocumented parents prepare to register or drop off their kids at school.
The biggest concern that we are having or seeing is, of course, the fear of family separation, and that's actually one of the top concerns.
In January, the Trump administration rescinding a 15-year policy prohibiting ICE agents from operating near sensitive locations, including schools.
Sure, staff have an option to be refreshed on, for example, what our the rights are, what to do if ICE was to show up. We ask for the warrants. There's no open door policy, right? ICE can't just walk through our schools.